Hello, and welcome to Lion Credit and Capital. My name is Charles Johnson. I'm the President of Sales and Marketing, and I'll be leading you through this brief overview. So let's get started. First and foremost, you're probably saying, who the heck is Lion Credit and Capital and why am I watching their video? Well, we're a business credit solution. Over the last few years, we've been providing business owners, especially startups, with the financing that they need to stay in business. Between my partner and myself, we've got about 35 years of financing and marketing expertise and working with small and medium-sized businesses. We currently have 2 offices in Riverside, California and Sandy, Utah. Of course, we're members of multiple chambers of commerce, business units, business networking and marketing groups as well. If you'd like more information about our company, you can go to www.lioncreditandcapital.com and you'll have all your answers there. So why are we talking about this today? Well, we know that there's a problem out there. We know that right now more than 50% of the people that apply at traditional banks are having issues qualifying for the loan, which means that if you have 100 people walk through the door, 50 or more are probably walking out not real happy. And when you have an angry client, even though it might be their fault that they're not getting that particular loan, they'll have a tendency to want to move their business banking, their checking or savings accounts to another bank where they think they might have a chance of getting a loan, even though the odds aren't very good. So what's another problem? Business bankers want a safe alternative that they can recommend that'll promote goodwill but won't cost them their clients at the end. So that's what we see the problem as being. Now, also there's an issue with the actual business owners. We know that the ability to get business loans between $20,000 and say $100,000 has dried up quite substantially over the last couple of years, and that makes it difficult. And when businesses are undercapitalized, what happens? They tend to go out of business, they close their accounts. It's not a good situation for the community or for the bank. But we know that if we had an opportunity to educate those owners on how to actually be more compliant, how to be business credit worthy, and how to establish real business credit, there will be a better chance of them surviving, and that's what we do here at Lion Credit and Capital. So our solution to you is this. What if we could provide you a way that you could confidently recommend any of your unapproved clients to an alternative lending source? What if you could recommend that alternative lender knowing that you'd be promoting goodwill to that client and you have a desire to help them get the credit or funding that they need right now? And what if that alternative lender could educate and enhance that client's credit profile so they could return to you as a more qualified client later on? In other words, we can give them the help now and then you can have them for the long-term results. That's what we do here at Lion Credit and Capital. We help new and small businesses get the money they need to stay in business. Now, Lion Credit and Capital is not a bank or a credit union. We're just funding consultants, and we assist people at all levels of business to get the money that they need. Currently, we operate with about 2,000 different lending sources. So what we're able to do is to basically look at where a client is at, basically look at the underwriting that they could qualify for, and then send them to a lender where they could have a better than 80 to 90% chance to qualify. You see, we have all the major categories: credit cards, equipment loans, merchant cash advance, revenue loans, business loans, SBA, real estate, commercial, residential, and we do incorporation services to show them how to be more compliant. Again, for more information, you can go to our website at lioncreditandcapital.com. So you say, okay, that's nice. Lion Credit and Capital seems to have maybe a possible solution, but why is that a good thing for me? Well, think about it. How would you like to be a hero to your clients? Help them solve their immediate cash or credit needs by referring them to Lion Credit and Capital. The good thing about Lion Credit and Capital, like I said before, we're not a bank or a credit union, so we're not your competition. We're not going to steal their checking or savings or 401k or business accounts. They're going to keep that money in your bank. And one of the things we found is when we get that client financing and they takes the proceeds of those loans, who do they bank with? They bank with you. So now you've got a happy client, we got them funded, they kept the money in your bank, and that's a good thing for everyone. Not to mention, we do get a lot of banking clients that come to us for our educational services, and they're going to be looking for business checking, savings, business credit cards, starting up lines of credit. And once we know that they qualify, we can send them to you because, let's face it, if you're going to refer people to us, we'd like to refer people to you. So I always like to tell our business banking friends, look, we're not in competition. we're in compliance, if you will. We want to help each other. So let our team help your team, and we'll all be successful. Now, I said I'd keep this short, and I just want to keep this to a couple of things, but here are a couple examples of what we've been able to do for clients at Line Credit and Capital. The top client here went to over 5 different banks looking for ways to get funded. They were looking to buy a truck, they were looking for some operating capital, and their credit really wasn't all that great. It was in the low 600s, if you will. But because of our expertise in finding the right people with the right loans and setting up the right thing, we were able to get this client a $125,000 truck loan, $20,000 worth of operating capital, and they're right now working with us to build a compliant and credit-worthy corporation that's going to allow them to borrow more money and solidify their future. Real simple stuff. We're able to do it in 30, 45 days for that client. Another client we had was getting ready to go to China to buy some furniture. She wanted some extra cash to be able to buy more inventory. She was getting turned down left and right. She was recommended to us by a banker, a very formidable banker, I will say, out in Utah. Great person. They sent her to us. We were able to get her like $50,000 of additional operating capital. She was able to take that money. With 1 day left before she went on the trip, we got her funded, put the money in her bank account. She was very happy, and she was very grateful to her banker for actually promoting Line Credit and Capital and letting her know about it. So at the end of the day, I just want to keep this short. If you have some time, talk with the district manager or the account manager that invited you to watch this video. Ask any questions you will. Feel free to call our office. But at the end of the day, what we're talking about is this. We'd like to provide you a nice way to work with your customers, to help your customers, so we can get the money and credit that they need, and then educate them, get them set up, and return them back to you. So at the end of the day, it's a win for your clients, it's a win for you, and it's a win for our company as well. So my name is Charles Johnson, President of Sales and Marketing, and I hope you find this interview interesting and you'll give us a call. Let's do some work together. Take care and God bless.